here with the Yale commit, Matt Pearch out of Dunwoody, playing for Outlaws. Matt, man, appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
I'm looking at the stuff on you, the fastballs into the 90s, and then you got 4 pitches. Rank those secondary ones for me.
So I think first of all, I'd go slider for sure. It's probably my most consistent. I'll throw it in any count. 3-2, I'll throw it. 3-0, I'll throw it. And then I'll go curveball. I didn't have it last week, but during high school, I really got it consistently thrown. In some games, it's even better than my slider. And then fourth, which I still think is a good pitch, is my splitter. I transitioned from a changeup to splitter because I think it goes really off my fastball better. And I'm really just trying to get it consistent now. But once I get it consistent, it has the movement, has good deception for my fastball. So, yeah.
You talk about not having a pitch during it last weekend, and that was an 11 strikeout performance in the state game of Georgia. When everything is working really well for you, how do you ultimately want to attack hitters?
Even if all my stuff is working, I still like to go fastball most of the time. I think it's my best pitch. I usually always kind of start them off with fastball unless I know, this kid's a quality hitter. But, slider, curveball is usually what I'm going to work with, unless I'm going to a lefty, which I go more curveball splitter. But, yeah.
Pitching here at LakePoint Sports, you got to do that this past summer as part of the Future Games team for Georgia. 2 scoreless innings that you had there. What did you learn about yourself in that opportunity, and what was the overall experience like for you?
It was awesome. I remember, walking up just the stands filled with coaches. It's just an awesome experience, getting to meet all the kids. I would face them in high school. Yeah, you remember me from the Future Games? Yeah, it's just an awesome kind of culture around it. And when I threw in the Future Games, I kind of struggled in the first inning. I was going from throwing the football all week, but I kind of just had to fight through adversity, going against really talented kids, quality opponents. So, yeah, it just kind of really makes you face adversity going through kids like that. But, yeah, it's just an awesome experience.
Well, being a quarterback as well, how big is arm care for you, and how do you kind of balance that between the 2 sports?
Honestly, I think throwing the football has really helped kind of with arm strength, throwing a heavier ball a quarter of the year and honestly all through the summer too. So I think it's really helped me. Obviously, I'll have to adjust to it a lot of the time as I'm throwing both throughout the summer, but I think it's really helped me more than hurt me.
You have the Yale commitment now. Congratulations on that. Obviously one of the most difficult and rigorous academic schools in the nation. Shows that you are not afraid of a challenge. What was the decision ultimately for you to be a Bulldog?
My main thing is, freshman year, I should be able to get playing time. And I think that's probably the most important thing, is getting reps your first year in college. And obviously I'm going to have one of the best educations I can possibly get. So if baseball doesn't work out, I'll still have a pretty good backup plan.
Do you know what you're going to study?
Probably something in business, like finance, something like that.
All right. Well, I want to see a taste of what Yale's going to get baseball-wise. So let's get that ball in your hand and have a show you your
grips. All right, sounds good. So my first pitch, my best pitch, I think, is my 4-seam fastball. And on this, I'm just kind of gripping it 4 seams. I like to keep just my fingers at a kind of relaxed position where, it's not uncomfortable. I don't spread them too far wide out. I don't bring them too close together. Just kind of feel comfortable with it. And what I'm trying to do is just really rip behind it, feel myself the feeling I like to have is feel like I'm tearing those seams off the ball, and that's going to get that good upwards and a little bit of arm side run. And then my next pitch, and probably my favorite off-speed to throw, is my slider. Now I'm just kind of putting both my fingers on the inside of this seam, and what I'm trying to do is kind of stay on top of it and make sure I can get that kind of sidewards rotation, that gyro spin that's going to make it co-outs have horizontal movement a little bit, but really get good vertical movement, which will play off my fastball well. And I like to throw this kind of with the same intent I throw my fastball, so it looks no different than my actual fastball. And then for my third off speed, I throw a knuckle curve. So I have one finger on the inside of this lace, and then I like to spread this finger out, really get it with the tip of my finger on the inside of this seam. And I spread my fingers really to get more control over it, because when I put them together, I tend to leave it out of the top, and this really helps me pull it down. But this, I think, kind of same thing, really rip on the top of this seam and just kind of let the grip do its work. I like to throw it hard, and kind of really got it down recently during high school ball. So it's really a pitch I look forward to start developing more. And then my final pitch, and the pitch that I kind of just put into my arsenal, is my splitter. And I kind of split it right down the middle, and I put my finger over each seam and curl my fingers at the end. And what I'm trying to do here is just throw it exactly like my fastball, same intent, but really have it come, instead of coming off my fingertips, have it come out on the inside of my finger, which is going to really kill the spin, and that's going to allow gravity to really do its work and make it drop. So, once I get this down, it's going to be dirty. So yeah, that's my arsenal.
Matt, man, thank you so much for doing that great stuff. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you're not already, be sure you follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and you get so much more happening here on campus.